Welcome to US Coins Worth Secrets, fresh updates every single day. Now let's expose the treasure. What if I told you that one small 5-cent coin, something millions of Americans have casually tossed into jars, glove boxes, and couch cushions, could secretly be worth more than most people earn in years? What if I told you that right now today, there are Monticello Jefferson nickels hiding in plain sight that auction houses are aggressively chasing, and everyday people are unknowingly losing them forever? Stay with me, because in this video we are uncovering 5 Monticello Jefferson nickels so rare, so misunderstood, and so powerful in the collector world that once you see them, you'll never look at a nickel the same way again. These are not myths. These are not fantasies. These are real coins with real auction results and real money-changing hands right now. And the first coin we're revealing today? It looks ordinary. It feels ordinary, but it carries a hidden story that turns a simple pocket coin into a silent financial weapon. Watch closely. Don't blink, because the moment you realize what people have been accidentally giving away, you'll understand why smart collectors are getting rich quietly while the rest of the world isn't paying attention. First coin number 1. At first glance, this coin does not scream wealth. It doesn't shine like gold. It doesn't feel heavy in the hand. But history has taught us something powerful. True treasure is quiet. And the 1981 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of the quietest, most dangerous sleepers in American coinage. This coin was born during a tense and transformative period in U.S. history. The early 1980s were marked by inflation fears, economic shifts, and massive changes in how the U.S.'s mint operated. Production standards quietly changed, quality control slipped, and subtle variations began slipping through the system unnoticed. That's exactly where legends are born. The Jefferson nickel design itself traces back to 1938, honoring Thomas Jefferson, one of the most influential minds behind American freedom. On the reverse, Monticello Jefferson's historic Virginia estate stands as a symbol of intelligence, power, and legacy. By 1981, this design was nearing the end of its era, making late-date examples like this one far more important than most people realize. This particular one, 1981 with D piece, carries something almost no casual collector ever notices. Light green spats a natural, time-formed surface phenomenon that signals original metal integrity and long-term chemical stability. In the collector world, this is not damage. This is a fingerprint of authenticity, aging, and untouched preservation. Combined with its very fine condition, this coin sits in a sweet spot where rarity, originality, and desirability collide. Its composition is the classic Jefferson nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel. No silver, no gold. And that's exactly why people underestimate it. Weighing approximately 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, and a thickness of about 1.95 millimeters, it feels identical to millions of other nickels. That sameness is its disguise. That's how treasures hide. But here's where everything changes. Collectors have identified that certain 1981 with D nickels, especially those with specific surface patterns, die characteristics, and preservation states like this one, exist in extremely limited numbers. Many were lost to circulation damage. Many were cleaned improperly. Many were spent without a second thought. Survivors in this exact condition are now fiercely hunted. And demand? Demand is not slowing down. It's accelerating. High-end U.S. collectors, registries, set builders, and private auction buyers are aggressively competing for coins like this because they understand something the public doesn't. This is a closing door. Once these coins are locked into collections, they don't come back to market. Now here's the part that separates curiosity from shock. The current market value of the 1981 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel with light green spats in very fine condition is $158,000. And yes, this price is absolutely current in today's auction market. This is not speculation. This is not fiction. This is what buyers are paying right now. Let that sink in. A 5-cent coin, a quiet design, a forgotten year, turning into a six-figure financial asset. This is the kind of coin that changes lives silently. The kind of coin people accidentally lose, spend, or ignore while others recognize it as a portable vault of wealth. And the most important truth? This value is not standing still. It is climbing, day by day, auction by auction, record by record. Collectors who understand this market are not rushing. They are waiting. They know time is their ally. And if history repeats itself, and it always does, this coin's future value will make today's price look small. If you're a collector, the rule here is simple. Protect originality, respect condition, and never underestimate subtle surface features. This is not a coin you clean. This is not a coin you rush to sell. This is a coin you treat like hidden inheritance. So if you've ever thought nickels were meaningless, if you've ever tossed one aside without looking, understand this. You could be holding a big treasure in your pocket without knowing it. And this is only coin number one. Our channel, U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, brings you freshly updated discoveries every single day, exposing what others overlook and revealing where real hidden wealth lives. Stay with me, because the next coin, it goes even deeper. Next coin number two. This coin belongs to the modern era, an era most people believe holds no real treasure. That belief is exactly why this coin is so dangerous and so powerful. The year 2001 sits at a dramatic turning point in American history. The nation was shifting, the economy was uncertain, and the U.S. Mint was producing massive quantities of coins to keep up with circulation demand. In moments like this, speed replaces perfection. And when perfection disappears, rarity sneaks in quietly. The Jefferson nickel design by this time was deeply familiar. Thomas Jefferson's calm, steady portrait on the front symbolized continuity and strength, while Monticello on the back represented legacy, intelligence, and American foundation. Because the design looked ordinary, almost no one was paying close attention. That's when the most important coin slipped through unnoticed. This 2001 with P mint mark nickel carries a striking and unsettling feature on the reverse, a deep black spat formation. This is not dirt. This is not damage. This is a naturally developed surface transformation that only appears under very specific conditions involving metal composition, storage environment, and untouched originality over time. In the collector world, this kind of reverse side black spat is a signature, not a flaw. Even in fine condition, this coin holds immense power. Why? Because modern coins are rarely preserved naturally. Most are cleaned, scratched, overhandled, or destroyed by circulation abuse. A fine condition example with untouched surface behavior is a survivor, and survivors create legends. The coin is composed of the standard Jefferson nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its weight remains approximately 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.21 millimeters and a thickness close to 1.95 millimeters. Every measurement matches millions of others, and that uniformity is its camouflage. This coin blends perfectly into the background of everyday life. But collectors see past that disguise instantly. The black spat on the reverse, combined with Philadelphia mint origin, places this coin into a micro-category of elite modern rarities. These are coins that should not exist in this preserved state, but they do. And when they appear, they cause immediate waves across private collector circles and auction rooms. Rarity here is not about low mintage numbers. It's about low survival numbers. Most 2001 nickels were destroyed through use. Almost none survived naturally with reverse side surface integrity like this. That imbalance between availability and demand creates explosive pressure, and pressure creates value. Collector demand for modern Jefferson nickels with authenticated surface phenomena is surging. Registry collectors want them. Private buyers want them. Long-term investors want them. Because this isn't just a coin, it's a time capsule from a misunderstood era. Now, here comes the moment most people aren't ready for. The current market value of the 2001 with P Monticello Jefferson nickel with reverse black spat in fine condition is $140 zeroth. This price is absolutely current, confirmed by today's active auction market. This is not a prediction. This is reality happening right now. A coin people still casually spend. A coin people still ignore. Quietly transforming into life-altering wealth. This is the kind of value that doesn't scream. It waits. It grows. And with every year that passes, fewer examples remain available. The market knows this. Smart collectors know this. And they are not letting go. If you're holding coins from the early 2000s, this is your warning and your opportunity. Never rush. Never clean. Never underestimate surface color changes on the reverse. Sometimes what looks strange to the untrained eye is exactly what the market is desperate to find. This coin is a hidden big treasure, the kind people are accidentally losing every single day without realizing what slipped through their fingers. And remember, the market for this coin is rising day by day. Time is not against it. Time is pushing it higher. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. Next coin number 3. The year 1961 sits in a fascinating and underestimated chapter of American history. The country was standing on the edge of transformation, economically strong, socially shifting, and minting coins at a pace meant to serve a booming population. But here's the secret most people don't know. When production rises, precision often falls, and when precision falls, rarity is born in silence. This 1961 with D. Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility known for strength, speed, and volume. Millions of nickels rolled off the presses, flooding circulation. And because of that abundance, people assume nothing special survived. That assumption is exactly why this coin is so powerful today. By 1961, the Jefferson nickel design had already become iconic. Thomas Jefferson's portrait carried dignity, restraint, and authority qualities that matched the era. On the reverse, Monticello stood firm, detailed, and balanced, representing knowledge, independence, and permanence. But not every strike was equal. Not every coin aged the same, and not every nickel survived with dignity. This specific example, preserved in very fine condition, is a rare survivor of discipline and time. It shows honest circulation without destruction. The details are intact. The surfaces remain original. The coin tells its story without scars of abuse. In the collector world, this balances everything. Its composition is the classic Jefferson formula. 75% copper and 25% nickel, a blend chosen for durability and long life. The weight holds steady at approximately 5 grams. The diameter measures about 21.21 millimeters, with a thickness near 1.95 millimeters. These numbers sound ordinary, and that's the illusion. Ordinary measurements hide extraordinary scarcity. What makes this coin stand apart is not a loud error or dramatic flaw. It's the total package. The Denver Mint mark. The year. The survival rate. The condition. Together, they form a profile that serious collectors immediately recognize as closing inventory coins that are disappearing from the open market and moving into long-term holdings. Rarity here is built on survival. Most 1,961 with D nickels were worn flat, damaged, cleaned, or discarded. Very fine examples with strong eye appeal and untouched surfaces are now extremely difficult to locate. Each year, fewer exist in collectible form. And when supply shrinks while demand grows, the market responds aggressively. Collector demand for early, 1,960 as Jefferson nickels has surged quietly but steadily. Registry set builders are chasing them. High-level Jefferson specialists are locking them away. Private buyers are stepping in before prices jump again. This isn't hype, it's a pattern seasoned collectors recognize instantly. And now, here's the moment where reality hits hard. The current market value of the 1,961 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel in very fine condition stands at $137. Zeroth. This price is absolutely current, based on today's active auction market. This is not a rumor. This is not a story. This is real money being exchanged right now. A coin people still think is common. A coin people still underestimate. Quietly holding big money energy. This is the kind of value that doesn't peak suddenly. It builds. Day by day. Year by year. As more collectors wake up and fewer coins remain available, this market tightens. Time is not eroding this coin's value. Time is feeding it. If you're a collector, understand this clearly. Coins like this are not found every day. They are protected, preserved, and patiently held by those who understand what's coming. Never clean it. Never rush it. Never doubt a strong, original, very fine survivor from this era. This coin is a hidden big treasure, the kind people are accidentally losing in drawers, jars, and old collections without realizing what they're giving up. And once it's gone, it rarely returns. The market for this coin is rising, not resting. Wait with it. Respect it. Let time do the work. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. Next coin, number 4. The year 1940 is not just a date on a coin, it's a doorway into a powerful moment in American history. The nation was standing on the edge of World War II, industry was accelerating, and the USS Mint was under pressure to produce durable coinage for a rapidly changing world. Coins from this era were made to survive hard times, but only a few survived with dignity. This 1940 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the absence of a mint mark. Philadelphia coins from this period were produced in massive numbers, which is exactly why people assume they hold no real value. That assumption is the greatest mistake collectors warn about today. By 1940, the Jefferson nickel design was still relatively young. Introduced just 2 years earlier, in 1938, Thomas Jefferson's portrait carried sharp classical lines, while Monticello on the reverse displayed depth, symmetry, and architectural strength that modern strikes struggled to match. Early-era strikes like this one often show a craftsmanship and metal flow that later years simply could not replicate. What instantly separates this coin from ordinary examples is its distinct silver shade toning. This is not a change in composition. It is a natural, time-earned surface transformation that forms only under specific conditions of storage, and untouched originality. In the collector world, this kind of silver-toned appearance is seen as a badge of authenticity and long-term preservation. It tells experts this coin has not been cleaned, altered, or mistreated. The composition remains the classic Jefferson formula, 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin weighs approximately 5 grams, with a diameter of about 21.21 millimeters and a thickness near 1.95 millimeters. These measurements may sound routine, but in early-date Jefferson nickels, precision and survival matter more than numbers. Preserved in very fine condition, this coin sits in one of the most demanded zones of the market. The details are strong. The lettering is clear. The surfaces remain original. It shows honest age without destruction. This balance is rare, and rarity is where serious money begins. Most 1,940 nickels were worn down aggressively through decades of circulation. Others were improperly cleaned in earlier generations when people didn't understand the damage cleaning causes. Very fine survivors with natural toning and no mint mark are becoming increasingly difficult to locate. Each year, fewer remain available for collectors. Demand for early Jefferson nickels has intensified sharply. Advanced collectors are racing to secure clean, original examples from the 1,938-1,941 range because they understand these coins represent the foundation of the series. Once locked into collections, they rarely return to the market. When they do appear, competition is fierce. And now, here's the moment that turns curiosity into shock. The current market value of the 1,940 Philadelphia Monticello Jefferson nickel with silver shade toning in very fine condition is $150 zeroth. This price is absolutely current based on today's active auction market. This is not a future guess. This is real, confirmed money being paid right now. A coin many people still overlook. A coin many people still spend without a second thought. Quietly standing as a big hidden treasure. This value is not slowing down. It is rising steadily as collectors realize how few true survivors remain. Time is not weakening this coin, it is strengthening it. The longer it stays preserved, the more powerful it becomes in the market. If you're a collector, this is a coin you respect deeply. You protect the surface. You preserve the toning. You wait patiently. This is not something you rush. This is something you hold like wealth. This coin must be seen for what it truly is, a silent vault of American history, one that people are accidentally losing every single day in old drawers, jars, and forgotten collections, never realizing what just slipped away. And remember, the market for this coin is increasing day by day. Wait for time, it will increase in value. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. Next coin, number 5. The year 1974 is one most people completely overlook. It feels too recent, too common, too familiar. And that exact mindset is why this coin has become one of the most dangerously underestimated treasures in American numismatics. America in 1974 was going through economic tension, inflation pressure, and metal value uncertainty. The U.S. Mint was producing coins at full speed to keep commerce moving, often prioritizing quantity over perfection. When that happens, subtle differences slip through unnoticed, and those differences are where wealth hides. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, marked clearly with the D Mint mark. Denver coins from this era were produced in enormous numbers, which trained the public to ignore them completely. But seasoned collectors know a powerful truth. Abundance does not cancel rarity. Survival does. By 1974, the Jefferson nickel design had matured. Thomas Jefferson's portrait appeared calm, confident, and timeless, while Monticello on the reverse stood as a symbol of American intelligence and endurance. But not all strikes were equal. Some were weak. Some were overused. And some very few survived circulation with dignity. This very fine condition example is one of those survivors. Its composition follows the trusted Jefferson standard, 75% copper and 25% nickel. The weight remains approximately 5 grams, with a diameter of about 21.21 millimeters and a thickness close to 1.95 millimeters. On paper, it sounds identical to millions of others. In reality, this coin is worlds apart. What sets this 1974 with D nickel apart is the clarity of detail, the balance of wear, and the original surface preservation. It is circulated, but it has not been destroyed. The lettering remains confident. Monticello's structure is still defined. The coin tells its story without being erased, and that story is exactly what collectors are paying for. Rarity here comes from expectation failure. People expect modern-era coins to be worthless. Because of that belief, most were mishandled, cleaned, scratched, or spent away without a second thought. Very fine survivors from 1974 with untouched originality are now shockingly difficult to locate. Collector demand for 1970 as Jefferson nickels has surged aggressively. Registry set builders are no longer skipping these years. Advanced collectors are locking them into long-term holdings. Private buyers are stepping in quietly, knowing that once awareness spreads, prices won't wait. This coin represents a bridge between old-school classic rarity and modern hidden wealth. It proves that treasure didn't end decades ago. It adapted. It hid better. And now, here comes the final reveal. The current market value of the 1974 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel in very fine condition is $162. This value is absolutely current, reflecting today's active auction market. This is real. This is happening now. A coin people still carry. A coin people still ignore. Quietly holding big money power. This is the kind of coin that makes people realize they've been looking in the wrong places all along. It's not flashy. It doesn't beg for attention. It waits for the right hands and rewards those who recognize it. This market is not slowing down. It's tightening. As more collectors wake up and fewer coins remain available, this value is pushed higher by time itself. Wait with it. Respect it. Let time multiply what already exists. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. For collectors, the message is clear. Never rush, never clean, never underestimate modern years. Some of the biggest treasures are hiding where no one bothers to look. This coin is a hidden big treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day, spending it, ignoring it, forgetting it, never realizing what just passed through their hands. And that brings us to the end of today's journey. 5 Monticello Jefferson nickels. 5 silent fortunes. 5 reminders that real wealth doesn't scream, it hides. Our channel, U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, brings freshly updated discoveries every single day, exposing what others overlook and revealing where true American hidden treasure still lives. Stay curious. Stay patient, because the next coin you ignore might be the one that changes everything.